Hey guys, it's Will. So is CTM on the brink of a major breakthrough in cybersecurity? Let's take a look. The landscape has been changing quickly. We traded it this morning inside of our Stockmate live session. You can see that we're up about $303 profit so far here on CTM stock. And if you look at the 320 now, when you look at the growth of the company, there's a couple things that have led us to get into this trade. You can see that it's had this trend that's starting to develop where it's swinging back and forth on this rising support and resistance, and you see that it's potentially making this run up to this $1.70 range. So essentially we bought in on this move. We see it pushing up above that 200-day moving average, and the technical analysis indicates maybe right at the moment it's a little overbought, right? Looks like up here at this resistance, it's possible it sells down a little bit, but I would imagine that it's going to continue this move, and that's why I'm trading it. Now there's a new trend on its way to this new high. I would imagine it looks something like this, and that it could take some time to develop. It possibly could look something along the lines of kind of like this. So maybe we see it, kind of trend up, pull down. Maybe we see it make this run up to $1.32, kind of pull back down, or maybe it goes a lot quicker. We've seen it make these moves in a day, but that's kind of the outlook we have. I'm now more bullish on it simply because of the break of above this SMA and the EMA. That just indicates some positive momentum as well. Now, here's the deal with CTM. It looks great on the surface. There's a couple things to consider. They have had some big spikes in the past, so you just got to be a little bit more careful. I could say this spike isn't insane. The reason it's not insane is because this company has a very small market cap already. If we take a look at CTM stock, there's a couple things we look at when identifying a good deal. We're going to look at the technicals, we're going to look at the financials, and we definitely are going to look at the news. Now, CTM stock is only $87 million market cap, so very small. The other thing that's interesting is that they don't have a lot of hype articles, and that's what I like. Usually when we search up stocks here, you see all these articles online that say this stock's going to hit $100 a share in 5 days, or don't miss this opportunity, or things like that. But everything that I'm seeing with the company is very positive, or is just very clear factual. One thing that wasn't so positive that kind of made it pull back recently to this level of about 90 cents was the offering of their public shares. So basically to raise some money, $4.5 million is what they're looking to raise. And that kind of diluted a little bit of shares, or that's going to dilute shares. And investors don't really like to see that. Now, outside of that offering, they recently secured a couple so they secured 6 hours ago the fresh capital inside that $4.5 million stock and warrant deal. So they just sold 4.5 million shares, essentially at $1 per unit. Okay, so and with warrants exercisable at $1.08 per unit within 60 days of issuance. Keep that in mind. So right now we're above that price point. They offered it essentially on sale, but I wouldn't say it was on sale too much, because if you look at the last, let's say 24 hours, that issuance at $1 a share, I mean, CTM was at $1 a share yesterday. No, 2 days ago. 2 days ago, it was at $1 a share. So, and then about $1.05 pre-market today. So you could see that that's not a huge sale. It's good. It shows you got some investors that just put some more capital and influx into the company. Obviously, with some momentum in the stock, we would imagine that could be positive now that deal has gone through. Now, the other negative here is the dilution. The other negative is the short 60-day warrant exercise suggests that they do need the capital quickly, or they're just trying to get the deal done. That being said, if you take a look at the company's financials, the actual earnings that they have look pretty good. I mean, quarter over quarter, we're seeing increased net income. You see that plus 12%. Last quarter wasn't the hottest. You can see it was down a little bit, negative 2 million. So they need that cash potentially. But here's the deal. The revenue is around consistent $10 to $11 million per quarter. That's pretty good for a company that only has a $85 or $87 million market cap. And so one of the deals that they just signed in quarter one that obviously hasn't been recorded yet, or hasn't been reported, I should say, is that new contract for $100 million. So if you look at Castellum Inc. and you head over to their company, this came after their Oasis Plus on-demand contract for the government. So they provide cybersecurity, actually a little bit of technology warfare as well. I don't know if you guys are familiar with CTM's outlook, but I like that they're unhyped and they have some solid numbers. But one thing that they've been getting as well is some consistent contracts for their company and a lot of their subsidiaries. So if you take a look at the purpose, they specialize in capabilities in cybersecurity, electronic warfare, information warfare, information technology, software engineering, systems engineering, and data analytics to provide these capabilities to the US government. And if you take a look at the news, they just secured this $103 million contract to their GTMR subsidiary. If they're, $103 million in this contract, I mean, what is that? This was for Naval Air Special Missions. Okay, so they're a prime contractor for them, and they're privileged and honored to be an essential part of their team to help achieve their crucial mission to ensure our nation's warfighters are armed with the most technologically advanced capabilities in the world and assure their success. Obviously, you're investing in something related to, military. Okay, so some people look at that and they're like, I don't want to invest anything in military. Some people say government spending is probably well equipped there. We will see that as a steady place to invest. And we don't necessarily see it as maybe aggression, but more as defense. I could potentially see that. And I like the company's market caps, and I haven't seen anything from this company that would indicate anything other than a positive ethical approach to business. And they have a lot of good systems and etiquette outside of this $103 million contract over 5 years, which works out to about $5 million extra per quarter. So that should give them a little boost in revenue. Is this CMMI level 3 appraisal. Essentially, this indicates it ensures and verifies that their company has very good standards, procedures, tools, and methods. Personally, I run a business, and one of the things that has helped us grow the most is our organization's set of standard processes. We have standard operating procedures. We have course kind of training for all of our new employees. Inside of Mercatus, where we run StockMate, we have our AI and machine learning tools that we're building. We also have CryptoMate, which we're recently launching, which I'm excited to share a little more details around the revolutionary systems we're building there for investors and traders and also business owners. And looking at our business, seeing what's helped us grow, it is like standards and operating procedures and things that can help us to be able to take on team members and have them up to speed very quickly. And essentially this contract says, or this achievement shows that they're level 3, and it boosts their technical evaluation score on new opportunities that require this certification. So they're going to get better contracts, most likely, because it shows they're organized and can scale the company if they need to in order to take on bigger projects. So the news and overall revenue, I like it. It looks good. That's why we're trading it here, because combined with the technicals, it looks good. I could imagine a pullback, like we said. This trend right here that we're starting to see play out potentially could pull back. I would look for an opportunity here. This is about a 40% increase, and that's what we'll be watching, and we'll be monitoring it closely. We trade every single day at market open. If you guys want to watch us trade live, see my entries, see my exits every day, 6:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. You don't have to miss or see it later on YouTube or anything like that. You can see it live, real time, and be in a group with other traders and investors, like-minded people. Surround yourself with them to get more consistent results. It's StockMate. It's the second link in the description. We just wrapped up our live session just a few minutes ago, and so far our portfolio is up 4.8% today. And one thing to note, inside of Stockmate, what we got going on, take a look at some of the earnings that we have. So when we're looking at this week and what we have mapped out, we release earnings along with targets every single week inside of our members area. And we have price targets for all these companies along with the actual earnings. So this week, take a look Wednesday. Okay, so after hours today, there's they got a few, not any big tech companies. It looks like tomorrow after hours, Micron Technology and Luminar, which is going to be interesting. LAZR, that's one that's providing the LiDAR tech for autonomous vehicles. That's going to be interesting, along with Micron Technology. And then you got NEO there on Friday. So we'll be watching closely inside of Stockmate. So again, if you would like to join us live, it's that second link below. I'd encourage you, simply take a look. CTM's one we'll be watching closely. And again, I would imagine a little bit of an overextension, possibly a pullback, but we're looking to ride this position and we'll manage our risk closely. Thank you guys so much for watching. If I earned your thumbs up, hit that like button. Do consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.